So I'm back with Luke Christie again.
Third time lucky.
Yeah. And, well, we just filmed a speaker comparison video. It was with a Vintage 30, Celestion Vintage 30, and a Celestion G12 65 Heritage, two 12-inch speakers.
Mm-hmm. Which and you liked a lot.
Sorry?
Which you liked a lot.
Which I did like a lot, actually.
I thought was okay.
And anyway, we've got them both in a 2x12 closed-back cabinet on the floor here. And we've got a Line 6 HX Stomp, which has a Marshall-esque or Marshall clone type.
Yeah, so it's a JCM 800 clone. They call it something different, obviously, but supposedly it's a JCM 800 clone going into a cab, which is, I think, modelled on a Dr. Z. So two Vintage 30s, basically, 2x12 with two Vintage 30s. And that's it. Obviously, there's a myriad of things that you can put on effects, but we've kept it to, I think, the spring reverb, which we'll try out to see how it compares. But for now, it's just the amp sim into the cab sim. That's it.
Oh, we haven't got the spring reverb on?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
Put it on if you want.
Yeah, put it on. Because we'll have the spring reverb on the clean sound. Yeah.
Now it's on.
Okay. And yeah, we've got the HX Stomp connected directly to the computer, so that's what you're hearing. But we're also hearing it in the room through a PA system, which is presumably how you would use it live if you were using something like that.
So normally we don't know which one's which, but we definitely know that that's the...
Yeah.
So we can't pretend that we don't know and be like, oh, I know which one it is. This is the HX Stomp, right? There's that spring reverb. So that's the digital version.
Yeah.
That's better in many, many ways. Yeah, I mean, there's not much comparison.
I think what we were saying before is the HX Stomp is probably what a JCM 800 might sound like if you were hearing it back after it had been recorded.
Yeah.
But there's a massive difference between that sound, the sound of a recorded guitar being played back, and the sound of a guitar plugged directly into a guitar amp, you know.
I think it's just the dynamic level that's available to you. Like, it's so squished in the boxes. It's like you know, if you're playing an amp and you can get from that, that's like in a massive dynamic range, which I just don't feel is copied. See, that's playing very quietly. It's not that much difference between playing. But as you say, it gets flattened out in a recording. So if you want it, so the interesting thing for this comparison is going to be that we're essentially experiencing what it's like to use live, but you watching, you're going to hear basically just a difference in the sound as it is recorded. Yeah. Shall we try some gain? Let's get some gain on the go.
Yeah, let's get some gain on the go.
Right. Because also, just to say, this has been set to master volume full and gain and like nothing. So
yeah, which is kind of similar to what this is sounding like. To me, it sounds really clean in the
Goes
room.
on like
I feel like there might even be a bit more crunch on that compared to what we've got going here.
Yeah, I think sometimes that's the issue with these things. They don't model they just kind of go, oh, there's it's distorted now. It sounds distorted on every note, rather than it just having more gain. So it'd be interesting to see.
Okay.
How it sounds.
Okay, so now we're gonna run the HX Stomp on a higher drive setting, and we're gonna compare that to the. Actually, the max drive on the VOD-50.
And there's no spring reverb on anything. No reverb, and also we say high gain. It's still only set to 1.7 out of 10.
Okay.
So master is on full, but on the emulation. But yeah, they tend to go for gain. Okay, so this is the HX Stomp. Let's see how that side compares. That was the HX Stomp. Again, that's better. Yeah, there's definitely a real dearth of low end in the HX Stomp. It's not very, very wasp in a bottle kind of vibe to it. It's like, it reminds you of being a teenager or getting like a 5-watt practice amp and like really going for it with a Ibanez tube screamer. Again, I wonder how much better that will sound direct rather than through a PA system. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's not very appealing to the ears.
No.
To mine ears. But it's tidied up weirdly. It's not as noisy as it was. I think we've pushed the gain, and then maybe now it's not revealing the shortcomings from the system. You don't get that digital noise as much. So maybe. Yeah, no, the output's higher. It's not as noisy. Is the best I can say for it at the moment. Yeah, I don't know. What are your thoughts?
It might be something to do with where we're sitting in relation to the speakers, because that one, the PA system is on a stand, and this one's on the floor, and we're kind of quite close to it, so we're not going to get as much of the treble frequency.
Doesn't excuse a massive lack of bass though.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this. Check me out on Instagram at Rajani Amps. Check me out online at rajaniamps.com, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.